what French wines are the best? What champagne are the best? I don't know. I mean, French wine's confusing. I don't know what to do. Well, I'll show you an easy way that you can, at least with nobody's help, find out the best one that you don't even have to worry about what chateau or what it comes from. Very simple classification system. Hi, I'm Larry Baker. I'm a certified level 2 sommelier and a senior wine and spirit specialist here for ABC Wines, Fine Wine and Spirits in beautiful downtown North Miami Beach, Florida. So, I try to explain to people that there's a different classification system, usually in Bordeaux, in Burgundy, France, and with Champagne, anything like that. It's a real simple thing to know and to study, that you shouldn't worry about the brand, you shouldn't worry about, the chateau or the domain or any of that stuff. You should worry about these two words, okay? Cru, C-R-U, or as the French say, cru in French means growth or a vineyard. Now, different areas are under control, appellation control of the different appellations in Bordeaux, France, and Saint-Emilion, in Chablis, and different areas of Burgundy, and they classify a certain amount of vineyards that have better vineyard sites or better source of grapes, or the prime vineyard site. It could be Premier Cru or Premier Cru, if you'd like to say in English, Premier Cru. But the really words that go that really just hit home with me is Grand Cru. You could say Grand Cru, Grand Cru, the best vineyard. I think 18% of all of the vineyards in Champagne, France are good enough to be classified as Grand Cru. So if you've got a choice between a vineyard or a wine that comes from a source of a chateau in France, and you don't understand the label, and you know it's a good year, but you just don't know which one to buy, is you just look for those two words. If you see Grand Cru on the label, that will be it. For example, okay, let's talk about Bordeaux for a little bit, okay? Bordeaux, on the right bank of Bordeaux. This is 2015 Chateau La Bonnelle, okay, La Bonnelle, and it is a Saint-Emilion, which is on the right bank of the Gironde River in Bordeaux, and it's a Merlot and Cabernet Franc, 80-20%, but more importantly, it's from Saint-Emilion. If you can see that, if we go really close, Grand Cru. So for 25 bucks, you don't have to worry about which one to buy, 2015 Grand Cru. End of it. Just Google Grand Cru, and then you won't be asking me any questions if you're confused. Grand Cru. You go to Burgundy, France, right, in the area of Chablis. Chablis, France. Chablis is a village. It's all Chardonnay, usually no oak at all, stainless steel. There's only 7 Grand Crus. This is Moutard Diligent. This is one of those Grand Cru vineyards, the Valmore vineyard. It's the best of Chablis. It's a Grand Cru. There's only 7 of these villages or vineyards or areas that can be classified. The Valmore vineyard, the specific vineyard, is Grand Cru. So that's going to be the best of the best. You don't need me. Another Bordeaux I forgot to show you, which is also this is Chateau Moulin du Cadet, and it's Saint-Emilion, again, Grand Cru, 2015. Don't worry about it. If you see one that's a Saint-Emilion and it's around the same price point, go for the Grand Cru. It's got on the back of the label, Grand Cru Classé. That's what you want, Grand Cru Classé. In Burgundy, also in a different area, a different village, in Meursault-Blagny. Meursault-Blagny is a Premier Cru, so it's going to be listed on the label, Premier Cru, just to give you an example. So this is not a Grand Cru on the label, Premier Cru. So as opposed to the Chablis Grand Cru, doesn't make either one of these bad, but it's still better than just a village wine where they use grapes from all the different vineyards and not one of the classified vineyards. In this area, in Chablis, for instance, there's 23 Premier Crus and Grand Crus that are 7 Grand Crus that are going to be there. But Grand Crus, Premier Cru, there's the wine, the same one that is a Premier Cru of that same Chablis that I just happened to pick up. That's a Premier Cru, but the Valmore vineyard with only 7 Grand Cru. Look for those two words, Grand Cru. And I'm going to end with some of my favorite category, which is bubbles. There's so many non-vintage rosé champagnes out there that are $80, $90 a bottle. I don't even want to mention names to offend anybody who drinks these champagne. And not that they're bad. But if you have a choice where you're spending 80 bucks on a non-vintage, no year, just 100% Pinot Noir, or Pinot Noir Chardonnay, Rosé Champagne, and you have an opportunity where instead of spending $80, you drink something like Charles Mignon, and you may never heard of Charles Mignon, but this is their cuvee. This is their blend, a blend from of their Grand Cru. But these are all from Grand Cru Rosé. $52.99 beats $80, $90, and I've had people tell me this drink's like a $400 bottle. But the whole key is on the very bottom of that label. It's a Grand Cru Rosé, and it's less money, $20 less than most non-vintage champagne. So you get it? So that's what my sign says in front of that Rosé Champagne. Before you ask any questions why I should buy this over the brand name I came in here, just Google Grand Cru, Grand Cru, Grand Cru, Grand Cru, and then come back and ask me why. Because that'll give you your answer. Any Google, ask Siri on your cell phone, what does Grand Cru mean on champagne or on wine in France? And then you'll know why I'm recommending those wines. So for any information on those wines, go to our website, abcfws.com, or you could look me up at ABC, to get information on me on my website at larrythewineguy.net. Put your email address, and of course I will get back to you. There's so many ways that you can contact me. I hope you all had a great Passover and Easter. Passover is still in the process of being celebrated, but Easter is over with when you watch this video. And remember that wine is not for snobs. It's for everyday people like you and me, and even everyday people can drink wines from France that are Grand Cru.